All right, start of a new day. Thursday morning as I begin. This is 7:39 in the morning. I've been on the road since 6:30 this morning. I had to go pick up some paint, pick up more paint, and drop off some paint, go check out a couple of units, and then get over to this property where I'm at right now, and was hoping to be able to get into the unit where we had one of 3 callbacks from yesterday. I really wanted to put eyes on that unit first thing this morning, and of course it's locked. So now I gotta wait till 8 o'clock before the maintenance people get in here, and it's just really gonna hold me up. Haven't been able to get in contact with the painter who has caused all of these callbacks, and really just wanna have a conversation with them and say, hey, what the hell is going on? You know, I don't wanna just fly off the handle and fire this guy, even though I've given him countless chances to fix issues when there's been issues with him, and there's certainly been issues with him throughout pretty much the entire time that he's worked with me. Now, I can't say everything that he's done there's been issues with, but certainly 40% of what he's done there's been issues with, which is not a good number. You know, most of my painters are in the 80 and 90 percentile of doing good work. So there's like a 10 to 20% ratio of having issues with their work. And most of these painters will do a unit and then go back there the next morning to check to make sure that the unit is the way that it's supposed to be. Now, at this particular unit, I'm not necessarily sure who did this. I'm not necessarily sure they didn't put carpet in this unit and it was the carpet people who messed up this unit, because I can't imagine that one of my painters would leave a unit looking like this unit. And it's not bad. There's just a couple of things that need to be touched up in it. As much as I try to get an early start to get the day rocking and rolling, it is such a pain in the ass when I can't get the day rolling because I've got to wait on maintenance to get here to unlock units. This is bullshit. I guess I should have tried to make sure yesterday, hey, make sure the unit's unlocked for me, but I didn't because I was slammed with all that drywall work that we had going on and dealing with a lot of phone calls from yesterday. A lot of phone calls, a lot of new work, new properties, callbacks. Yesterday was definitely a tough day. I'm hoping today is going to be a better day, but it's already getting off to a rocky start because one of my painters is dealing with car problems, and they don't really got a way to get those car problems addressed without trying to tie up another one of my painters, which I can't have happen. I'm already down to me, Eli, new guy, another guy, another guy, another guy. I got 6 people, including myself, so 5 painters plus me. I'm down 2 people already, 2 people who I'm really not trying to be working, one of which is the person that I'm having the callback issues with. I don't think that there's going to be any kind of solve for this problem. I think the only thing that they could do that would absolutely make me want to keep them is to say, hey, look, I'm on my way right now to go address all of these issues. Problem is they don't even have transportation, so it's going to take them a little while. It's just issues. It's just issues. I'm hoping today is going to be a better day than yesterday was. And yesterday wasn't a bad day. We did a lot of work yesterday, but it wasn't without its hardships. So 7:43 in the morning, I've got 2 painters who are going to meet me here at 8 o'clock because it was my game plan to start addressing these callbacks, starting first with this one. But like I say, we got to wait to get this unit unlocked. Hopeful that today is going to take us to a place of magical greatness. Who knows? But we begin this morning waiting. So we'll hurry up and do that and see what this day has in store for us. Good morning to you guys. Happy Thursday. Hoping for a good one. All right. Up in our construction site and show you a little what we got going on. Level 5 finish. Not so level 5 finish. A little bit over there. That's just one coat. The second coat will make it look like a level 5 finish. That's a second coat right there. And then the second coat right here on the wall, you can't even tell That shit is so smooth. Just a little bit of light sanding, and that's where that needs to be. Shout out to Eli. Eli has been doing all the mudding. He's got more mud on his face than a little bit. It was falling on his face, but look at this. This is our creme de la creme right here. Yeah. We got the big repair done. And when I tell you that this joint was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. This was a team effort. Shout out to the team. Team did really good. And we've got that first coat on here and really happy with the way that this has come out so far. That's my son's hat right there. I keep it in my truck. It says, have a great day. Oh, seatbelt. And man, I'm trying to tell you, he is by far the only reason I'm out to bed this morning, even going to do this. I can't even make this shit up, what I'm getting ready to share with you guys. Good morning. It's Friday morning as I begin this. And I really wish I would have started filming this on the GoPro so that I could read you the email from my phone. But I'll just try to share it with you the best way that I can. Yesterday, or day before yesterday, I would get some checks in the mail. It was $5,000 something dollars, $5,500 is what it was. So yesterday morning in my bank account, because I had already deposited those checks, I had like $6,700 in the business account. And I go take out some money so that I could pay some people for the day. I checked the bank later on yesterday afternoon because I'm waiting on some direct deposit money to come through from another property that owes me and is late. And all of a sudden I've got $1,700 in the bank, and I'm like, at first it doesn't even register because I'm used to keeping about that amount in the business account, which is crazy, but that's about on average what I keep in my business account. Probably a little oversharing right there. Anyway, speaking of accounts, hold on one second. Let me go snatch up the last of that. Okay, that's it. Officially broke. So anyways, yesterday I would check the business account because I'm waiting on a direct deposit from a property that owes me, and there was only $1,700 in the bank, and I was like, at first I wasn't even surprised because, or not surprised. At first I wasn't even thinking about it because I was so used to seeing that amount of money in the bank account. But then I was like, holy shit, wait a minute. $5,000 is missing out of my bank account. And lo and behold, for now a fourth time, folks, not only has one property snatched back checks, it would be a batch of 3 different properties, all owned by the same company, and the same company who I continuously am having these problems with when it comes to money being snatched out of my bank account. So my wife would first call the bank trying to find out what the hell was happening. And turns out they put a hold on the money, my bank did, because of suspicious activity, not on my end, but on the end of who is writing these checks. Because something about, maybe it was the company of the properties that put the hold on the money. Like, I don't understand entirely, but I had $6,700 in the bank yesterday morning, and by yesterday afternoon I would only have $1,700 in the bank, and that's because they snatched back this money again. One time it was for insufficient funds, one time it was a return check, one time it was something else, and now this time it's a hold on the money, which my bank says is going to be there until the 18th. It's the 11th as I'm filming this. I've got to wait an entire week on this money. And if they don't release this money, the company, if they don't release this money, then the checks are voided, and we've got to start all over again. So this morning, I start this really hoping to have a great day, like my son's hat says. But more importantly, I'm trying to find out and trying to figure out what exactly I'm doing about this today. because I'm at the point right now where I'm ready to just quit working for these properties, for this particular company who owes me so much fucking money right now. But I'm thinking I'm getting ready to have a conversation with one of these properties in particular because of the fact that we have units to paint for them today. And I'm thinking about saying something along the lines of, you know, what would you do if you had $5,000 just snatched out of your bank account, you know, and this is the 4th time that that has happened, and then add to it, compound the issue. This is a property that owes me $15,000 or more. I'm not going to be aggressive about this. I'm not going to be an asshole about this. I mean, these are genuine. I've got a genuine reason to be pissed off and upset about all of this. But I'm thinking, you know, of going in here and telling them, hey, look, we're just not painting anymore until I get paid. You owe me way too much money, and your company is playing way too much with my money. So for that, I'm out until you get me square. I can't keep hemorrhaging this money. Like, it's crazy that it's crazy, one, that I'm only bringing in spoon-fed amounts of what is owed to me, over $45,000 owed to me right now. I'm getting spoon-fed amounts of that. Perfect example, this week I received $5,500 and one of those properties sent me $2,000. They owe me $15,000. But it's one thing to be getting spoon-fed the money that's owed to you. It's another thing to be getting spoon-fed that money and then they just play games with it and snatch it back, dangle it in front of your face, take it away. I didn't sleep for nothing last night because all I was thinking about was how screwed up this business is, and not for a lack of trying. You know, I'm out here busting my ass every single day, trying to do the most, trying to keep as many people as I can working, trying to do as much work on a daily basis as we possibly can. And for what? I'm a failure at business is what I feel like. How would another business owner handle a situation like this? I ask myself. Y'all let me know what you would do, because I'm seriously looking for advice right now. Unfortunately, by the time you're seeing this video, I've already made my, you know, I've made my play, whatever it's going to be. Joe continue to get played. Will I end up going and painting these units, getting spoon-fed more bullshit and lies? Oh, we'll get you right. We're going to get you right. You got to hit them where it hurts at. See, it doesn't affect them at all, the fact that you're losing money. You're getting your money taken away. But yet, they want these apartments painted yesterday, meaning that quickly. Not literally, well, hopefully you get what I'm trying to say with that. They want you doing the most for the least. So you got to really affect them. We'll see how that turns out today. And you know what they'll do? They won't care. Oh, you're not going to paint? Okay, fine. We'll go get somebody else to paint. Anyways. Enough about all of that. Like I say, Friday morning, trying to figure it all out. Dealing with one thing after another. Let's talk about the issues that I was having with the painter and what decision I would come to in regards to that. Well, I would end up having a really long conversation with this guy yesterday, and we would get it right. So, kind of put him on a probationary period. He's got to really prove himself and redeem himself. But he would actually call me and admit to me yesterday morning, before I even got a chance to get in contact with him first, that he didn't finish the unit that he said that he did finish, and that spray machine and all that tape and all those buckets were left in. He would call me and admit that, hey, I didn't get a chance to finish the unit even though I said that I did. And the excuse is he was sick. I give him credit for admitting, you know, that he fucked up, and for owning it. He would tell me that he was sick the following day. He wasn't able to work that day. So maybe his intentions were that he was going to be able to come back that day to finish that unit. However, he was sick, so he couldn't. And he knew that I was going to find out that that unit wasn't completed. He didn't have no choice but to own it, basically. But he did so. I did not end up firing this guy. he's a guy that I don't want to end up firing. Even though, you know, we've had some issues or whatever, he's still a damn good painter and a damn good worker most of the time. Everybody's going to have their off days, their off moments. So, anyways, we still have our painter. And yesterday we were able to get pretty far with the drywall work as well on that big drywall job that we were doing. We put 2 days in on that job, really just a day and a half. I mean, really just a day, because we put 2 half days in over there. And in that time, we've gotten all of the drywall rehung, some of it even second coated. So we are pretty far along with that job. There's nothing else that we need to hang. Now, there are a couple of issues that I'm seeing, and we may have actually covered up a hole where they had an access panel at. I'm gonna need to get confirmation on that, and if we did, we'll just cut that right back out. But we saw a couple of access panels near where we're doing some of these repairs, and we need to figure out what's going on with that and if they want to keep those where they are. It looks like every time that they have a leak, they just cut a hole and put an access panel right there. In this particular case with this biggest drywall job, you know, the issue is they were trying to find a leak. There was a water leak, and whoever went in there trying to find this water leak just started taking a hammer to this ceiling and destroyed this place. Thank God we were able to get this back up. This was no easy task right here at all. But I'm very happy with as much work as we've been able to put in on that job. So I'm hopeful that today, being Friday, we get a chance to get back out there and continue second coating some of that work. But we'll see. We'll see where today's about to take us. We've got 2 units going. First thing, we've got 2 more units going at a property that's not paying me or snatching money back from me, and I'm gonna figure out whether we're gonna paint those units or not today. I really don't want to. I need to make a paint order and get everybody organized for the day, figure out what and where, but that's not gonna be able to happen until I have a conversation with this property. So, Friday morning, that's how we begin things. Good morning to y'all. Like my son's hat says, have a great day. And I'm a sure hope that I'm about to have one, even though I know the odds are stacked against me in regards to the chances of that. Eli, look at this mess you have made. Look at this unit. Oh my God. Yeah, man, we're gonna be doing some cleanup in here. But let's be honest, this unit looked crazy when we first got into it, and it's a hell of a lot cleaner than it was when we got in it, right? All that debris that was there, all that debris that was in this back bedroom. You already know where we're at. We're back at the construction site. Hey, what's going on? I'd like to tell you that today has been a fruitful and stress-free day, but it hasn't been. It's been chaotic AF. We got a unit that wasn't completed by a painter, totally different painter, and this guy is going to tell me, oh, my back hurts, and he didn't get the unit done. And I'm like, oh my God, you should have told me. I could have had somebody come and do it, and now they're doing carpet in the unit. We are screwed with that. We're going to be finishing that unit up this weekend. I've already talked with the property and let them know, hey, I am incompetent, and this falls on me. So we got that going on for us. We had a couple of issues with a couple of units, but we've already got those corrected. We saw those issues before they did, so we gave ourselves our own callbacks by checking the units. That's what we absolutely have to be doing, is checking these units. But anyways, aside from all of that, hey, let's talk about something good, and that is this unit right here, where, folks, level 5 is on the walls. We got it on the ceilings. We got it all over here. Tons and tons of repair work that we've done in here. And the biggest one that I know you're all wondering about, that back bedroom, what does that look like? Well, folks, it looks like this. Yes, indeedy, level 5, it is in there. She is good to go. So this is the second coat on this, and we are going to be painting after this. Got to paint this entire ceiling. Now, I got a video uploaded. This is probably 2 videos ago from the time you're seeing this one, or maybe 1 video ago. I can't remember exactly when I first started talking about this particular job that we've been working on for 3 days now. And it was in that video where I shared with you guys what I bid this job at, $2,500. And a lot of you were telling me what I've already been learning on this job. Joe, you bid this shit too low. That ought to be my nickname, Joe Too Low. This job should have easily been $3,500 or $4,000, just like that deck job should have been. And here we are, realizing the error of our ways. Now, the good news is, in terms of labor on this thing, I'm doing okay so that I can still see a profit off of this. We have made incredible headway with this job, but it hasn't been ass-busting ton of work. If you think that anything about this was easy, it absolutely was not. Trying to work around that sprinkler, trying to work around that ceiling fan right there, and trying to work with what they left us, which was looking like a freaking plane wreck up in here. Yeah, we've done the best that we can do with the situation that we've got, and we've got this thing looking great. So the next step, we've already skim coated everything in here, is going to be to sand, which is going to make even more of a mess in here. And then we're going to paint this entire ceiling. We've got tons of stuff that we've got to kills. I've already started kills and some stuff over here. And yeah, man, lots and lots of water stains in these ceilings. Some of which we've just covered up with a second skim coat, but trust and believe, they're there. So Eli,
yes.
Hey man, you did phenomenal on this. Everybody says go Eli, go.
Yep.
They like you, Eli.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it.
Hey, they say you should be the cameraman.
I am.
What happened to the cameraman?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. He don't text you anymore?
He don't text me anymore, so
maybe he quit, bro.
yeah, maybe he quit. Story of our lives over here. Somebody quitting or getting fired. And sadly, nobody, well, not sadly, but nobody's gotten fired. So there's...
You can see the view we have. We're working with nice view too, bro.
Yeah, Eli loves this view. We get to see all sorts of ships going by and tugboats and all sorts of really awesome stuff. So Eli, I just want to say, man, awesome job in here.
Thank you, man.
You busted ass in here. I hung a lot of this. Eli finished a lot of this. Actually, I think Eli finished every bit of this in here, and it looks phenomenal. So we're gonna wrap it up over here and see where else today is gonna take us. All right, I don't know if this is a little too dark or what. I know that when I lean back, I'm really back there in the shadows, so I gotta lean for, I'm going for something right here. I'm thinking about getting back to telling prison stories over on After Prison Show. I know it sounds crazy. I've got a couple of ideas actually, and this is kind of like the ambiance, the setting that I want in relation to that. But that has nothing to do with anything over here on Joe Does Stuff, and what I'm doing right here is just giving you a conclusion to a tyrant, a rant basically, of a video that I've been sharing with you right here. Thesis from this video: I'm broke. This business is breaking me in every sense of the word break, breaking my bank, breaking my mental. And a lot of times I don't like this. I love to do the work, hate to deal with all the BS that comes along with trying to own and operate your own business and keep that thing afloat. But anywho, as I wrap this video up, a couple of things that I want to share with you guys. I didn't get a chance to share with you anything in relation to how the conversation went with the property that I was, potentially thinking about bucking on painting for. Well, I would have that conversation with that property, and of course they would just, I don't want to say blow smoke up my ass, but really what can they tell me? They have no control over what's going on higher up the food chain. But they would at least be sympathetic, seeming to be sympathetic, and trying to help me get some answers. When did I get a text message? Okay, no problem. Sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, the person that I spoke with over there, the only person that I could speak with in relation to this, the boss, seemed to be sympathetic to my plight and tried to help me get some answers. There were no answers to get, though. Nobody would contact me. The only thing that we were able to attempt to do was to set up a direct deposit versus having these checks mailed to us, which pretty much on a regular basis now seem to be bouncing. I don't know necessarily that the direct deposit's going to be any better, because maybe they'll directly deposit this into my account and then directly snatch it right back. Who's to know? But one thing that the direct deposit should at least help with, hopefully, is getting paid in a more timely manner. I.e., one property spoon feeding me $2,000 a week when they owe me over $15,000. Maybe this will help me expedite these payments, or help with them expediting these payments to me. Probably not, though. We would end up having a pretty big problem with one of my other painters. I briefly mentioned that as well, saying that, one of my other painters didn't get a unit completed, and also kind of lied to me about it, saying that they had it completed, and, I would go ahead and pay them half of the money for that unit, where they would get the other half of that money after I saw the unit and saw that it was completed. And when I went and saw the unit seen the unit the next morning, it was nowhere near completed, and the carpet guys were already in there doing the carpet, and I was furious. I would call this guy, hey, what the hell happened in here? If you couldn't handle this unit, you should have called me. I would have sent help over here. This guy ended up hanging up on me. Absolute disrespect. I would text him saying, I can't believe you allowed me to pay you knowing that this unit was nowhere near completion. If you were having issues, you should have just told me. Give me a call back. Because I would try to call him and he wouldn't answer the phone. He would end up texting me saying, hey man, my back was hurting and I'll get the unit done on Saturday. Well, today is Saturday. I put no faith in this guy to get this unit done, and I've already made other arrangements to have this unit completed today. And, it's probably halfway done, maybe, but there's still a fair amount of work that needs to be done in this unit. I am hemorrhaging problems right this second, and I hate that. I also hate sharing that with you guys. But I do try to give it to you as raw and gritty as it is trying to have a business, especially a business that is so dependent upon, the lifeblood of my business is the people that work with me. And if those people half-ass or fall off or just aren't worth a fuck, that absolutely reflects nothing more than my business as an entirety. I'm hopeful to spend this weekend trying to right the ship, trying to bring in some new blood, but people are so damn hard to find. Don't nobody want to work, and damn sure don't nobody want to do no apartment painting. And I often question to myself, why the hell am I still doing this? I often question to myself nowadays, should I just wrap this damn thing up? I've read comments, Joe, just cut your losses. I don't want to quit this. I actually can't afford to quit this. But I often ask myself, especially nowadays, can I afford to keep this damn thing going? Because at the rate that it's going right now, no, I can't. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on from all of that. Let me share with you guys some good news. That big drywall repair job that we're doing, we are so far ahead with that. The only thing that we have left to do now is to sand that ceiling, sand those repairs, and then paint the ceiling as well and everywhere that we did repairs at. We have got that job pretty much almost buttoned up. And I'm not sure that I'll get it buttoned up this weekend or if it'll be first thing this upcoming week, but one thing's for certain, it's damn near done. And that's damn near a good feeling, especially in consideration of everything else that I'm dealing with right this second. Anyways, I just wanted to offer a little bit of a conclusion to this video and hope you guys some kind of a way enjoyed it, found it interesting, intriguing, something. I don't necessarily know what you could find from this. But anyways, I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed this video. And until next time, take care.